Alright, boys, we are back, and it's continuing our crazy offseason. Crazy draft deadline. We made a lot of crazy trades. You know what? The trades, I think, really helped out our team. We picked up a lot of players, a lot of players. We got rid of Patrick Kane, Joe Thornton, Wayne Simmons. We completely retooled our team, made us younger. We're still going to be a great team this year, okay? I was doing some scouting. After we re-signed all of our players, we have as many forwards as we need, okay? We don't need to use free agency for any forwards here. But where we are weak, we could use another defender because we have our top four. We have Shattenkirk, Hedman, Ekman, Larson, and Beaulieu as our top four. But Leopold and Allen were our bottom two last year. We dropped both those guys to free agency. Now, Fensky came up, and we're going to give him the shot because I want to give our rookies some shots this year so that they can be better, because this is going to be the one year that we do retool. We're still going to be good, but we're going to play our young guns, okay? Because I really want to be, like, automatic in the last 3 years. All right? So this year we're going to play Fensky, but we need that one more defender for that last line 6 spot. All right? So that's what we're going to use free agency for right here. We're going to try to find ourselves a good defenseman. So, defenseman, let's see. Here we go, unrestricted free agent. Excuse me. So we got Andrew Green, 33 years old, 85 overall. We have enough money, we can afford him. Damn, look at that offensive category. 89 for offensive awareness, 91 for passing. Defensive awareness is 84, discipline's 87, stick checking's 85. So he's a pretty good defensive category offensive defenseman as well. He's only 33 years old, so he still has like 2 or 3 years in him. And he has C, C minus, C minus. So he could kind of be the same thing that we did with Kane, where we sign him and then we know we're going to trade him at the end of this year because, Lofthouse is coming up this year. We may have another contract or two. So, yes, I think, hang on a sec, let me check the other guys. Brian Allen, no, we know about Brian Allen. Stewart, 36 years old, too old. Kartner, 35. BX at 35, too old. Stewart, 32, he's younger. Green is a lot better, though, in the offensive category. Go down here. No, it looks like, yep, Andrew Green, definitely. Andrew freaking Green. Get on our team. So how much does he want? 3 years, which is perfect. We can trade him at the end of this year. Keep him for the whole year. We know we're going to keep him. We're just going to trade him at the end of the year. I'll give you 3 years at 5.555. All right, it's going to be another guy that we know we're trading at the end of this year, okay? So there's the one defenseman that we can use. Now, how many players do we have under contract? 39. So there's a few players that maybe, if they have good potential, we can try to pick up here. Goaltenders. Lindbeck. I'd love to pick him up again for another backup, but we spent a lot of money there on Green, so we won't be able to afford him. That's okay. Is there any good young goaltenders? Hang on, let me just search here. Any A's for reflexes? No, there's not. All right, so we're skipping on the goaltenders. Skaters. Nico Hacken. Defensive defenseman. That's pretty good. All right, I'll try to sign this guy. Why not? That's one place where I need to get some more prospects. Defensemen. Definitely defensemen. We have plenty of young offensive players. We need some young defensive players now. Fred Weller. I don't want to get a tough guy. Tough guys never pan out. Potter, C for sniper, offensive category. No, thank you. Piero Zopatello. Sniper. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll get him. Piero Zobatel. Zabotel. There you go. Alright, Estrada, tough guy, no, I don't want you. Bowen, John Bowen, A minus B for a defensive defenseman, hell yeah, I'll grab that. So there's 2 great defensemen I just picked up right there, great. Is there anyone else? Russell, no, don't need you. Hughesman, tough guy, don't need you. Dempsey, power forward, B, B minus, B minus, not bad, we have plenty of those guys though. Devin Fafard, no, I don't need you. Langswider, no, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. No, don't need you. Alright, that's pretty much it for them. Alright, so let's simulate up here. We just have to try and get Andrew Green. Once we get Andrew Green, our team is complete for this year. No doubt. No doubt, alright? John Bowen's on our team. Piero Zobatel's on our team. Hacken's on our team. Green. Excuse me. Well, there's 2. Green's still not our team. There you go. Andrew Green is a part of our team. $1.4 million to work with, boys. So that's why we traded Patrick Kane, to get all of that done. All right, but I'd say it's pretty successful. I'm going to do, we'll show you the lines in this video. We'll go from there. But I think you guys are going to like this team now. Yes, we don't have Patrick Kane, but all of our young guys are that much better. And Nugent Hopkins is going to be a solid third liner for us now. Well, we're going to have to see where he fits in. I definitely want to see if I can get him up there. But we have so many players now. Who's going to get the ice time? We may have to make it so that the third liners get the power play time, just so everyone has the same amount of points. All right? Hang on 1 second here. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so let's check out what the team looks like here. Let's simulate up. Yeah. Let's simulate up. All right, so we're the beginning of year 6, boys. We are in uncharted territory right now. We've never gone this far in a GM mode. But this is why you guys wanted me to go this far, because the young guns, this is where they start to become the new superstars of the NHL, basically. So we got Bernie Mac and Stone, who are going to be our 1-2. We don't have Lindbeck back there anymore, but Bernie Mac's still the 90 overall goaltender who we have for the next 8 years. Defenseman, Victor Hedman, Ekman Larson, Shattenkirk, Beaulieu, Green, and Fensky. Yes, Graham, you stay down. All right. Right wingers, Brown, Connolly. Lemieux, this grinder, he is ready to go. He's only 79 overall, yes, but look at his defensive category. All right. It's all 85 or above. It's time to play this guy, all right? It's time to play him. Absolutely. He's getting the 4th line right wing spot. Panic, no, this was not a guy. Kubina, power forward. He's kind of trailed off a little bit. Sorensen, no, you're not going to be playing. Left wingers, Little, Foligno, yep. Graves, this was a guy that I traded with the Vinny LeCavalier trade. Power forward, look at that. His offensive and defensive rating are already great, and he still has his BB. All right, that was a great trade. Richie, this is a guy I got from Edmonton. He's got a great defensive category already. So this guy may be a 4th liner for us. So I'm going to bring him up. Oh, I can't right now. Never mind. Harper, this was another guy I got in the Montreal trade. Look at him. Look at him. Sniper, A-, and his offensive category already looks like that. So that Graves and Harper in that Montreal trade, they're turning out to be studs for us, boys. Rahak, Grinder, he's getting up there as well. He could still use 1 more year in the minors. At Golden, same thing with him. Lemieux is the best one so far. Pierre, you stay down here. Stephen Green, you're staying down here. All right. Centers now. Stamkos, Nugent Hopkins, Sagan, Granlund, Shen, Lofthouse, LaFontaine, Monahan, Terrell. So Terrell, you're coming down. Yeah, we forgot about Monahan and LaFontaine. Monahan is pretty good. He's going to be a good defensive playmaker for us, but he got 1 more year in the minors, buddy. LaFontaine, oh man, this guy's already got an amazing offensive category. How could I say no to him right now? I have to for now, though. Oh no, I got to keep him up for now. Galchenyuk, no, you still stay down. All right, Graves, Richie. I want to bring up Richie and Rahak, just see what it looks like. All right, so let's edit the lines now. Let's see what the lines for the Tampa Bay Lightning look like. Dear God, this is going to be stacked, all right? So the power play line in the playoffs that was doing great for us was Lofthouse, Stamkos, and Dustin Brown. All right, so I'm going to keep that line together because that was doing great for us. They had so many points. I want to spread this out now. Second line, because we don't have Joe Thornton in the middle anymore, we have Tyler Seguin who's taken over for Joe Thornton, all right? So Tyler Seguin, Brett Connolly, who's becoming a superstar sniper, so I want to get him some time. Foligno, you're going to be coming back here. Lemieux, or Little, who is the first-round pick for us, he's going to get third-line duties, all right? He's not coming up just yet. Sagan, Connolly, and it's either Braden Shen or Michael Granlund. So let's see, Braden Shen, should he come up? He's got good face-offs, 84 overall. All right. I think he had better face-offs than Nugent Hopkins. Yeah, well, Nugent Hopkins has 85 for face-off. Nugent Hopkins actually can be a perfect third-line center for us right now. Granlund was definitely better offensively. So Granlund comes up to the second line. So Sagan, Granlund, and Connolly. First line, Brown, Lofthouse, Stamkos. Third line, the first overall pick, Little, Nugent Hopkins, and Braden Shen. All right, so there's that third line. Instead of having, Joe Thornton and Wayne Simmons, we have Nugent Hopkins, Sagan, and Braden Shen in there, Len Little, or whatever his freaking first name is. And then the fourth line, we're going to have Nick Foligno, Alex Lemieux, and then this Nick Ritchie guy, who we got from Edmonton as well. He was the third overall pick. His offensive category doesn't look like it's going to be too good. So let's just turn this guy into a perfect fourth line, third line center for us. 87 for faceoffs. He's got the A and B for defense and athleticism still. So this guy will be the perfect penalty killer, all right? He'll be perfect back there for us. LaFontaine, we're going to send down. Rahak, he got no room up here for them. All right, so let's send those guys down right now. Rahak, LaFontaine. LaFontaine is good, boys, but I mean, maybe LaFontaine comes up instead of this little guy because LaFontaine's offensive category was a lot better. You know what? I think I might do that, actually, for 1 year. This little guy, because LaFontaine, his offensive category was so much better. Yeah, it really is. And he's got 1 year left, so I could use him for the 1 year that I can afford him. I think I might want to do that because even though this guy went first overall, this little guy, this Len Little, he's only got a good offensive awareness and passing and hand-eye. His shot isn't the greatest, which LaFontaine has him covered. He's not the greatest defensively, which LaFontaine isn't either, but LaFontaine has the better offensive category. Yeah, so I'll send Len Little down, and LaFontaine comes up. Monahan, you're staying down there. Graves, you're staying down there. Yep, so there you go. So best lines again. Let me just quickly do all this. I'll let you guys get in on this as well. I just want to just quickly check it out myself. Lofthouse Brown and who was it? Lofthouse Brown and Stamkos. How can I forget about that? Sagan, Connolly, and Granlund. All right. Nugent Hopkins, LaFontaine, and Braden Shen. All right, and then Nick Ritchie, Lemieux, and Foligno back here on the fourth line. The new fourth line of the future. All right, Foligno's still there, but now we're going to try, and this is what I mean about biting the bullet. We're putting Ritchie and Lemieux in there to get some experience. All right, LaFontaine or that other guy, that's the other spot where we're getting some experience. Everyone else is pretty much NHL ready to go. All right, defensively, Ekman, Larson, and Hedman, yep. Beaulieu and Shattenkirk, yep. Fensky, we're biting the bullet, letting him get some experience. So that's what I mean. We're letting Fensky, Lemieux, Ritchie, and LaFontaine, 4 players get new experience. Where we could go out and really stack up our team to win the Stanley Cup. We're biting the bullet for this year, for next year, so that we can keep all these players under contract, get them signed long term, and have this team, because I think this is a stacked team right now. Remember when we had Stamkos, Joe Thornton, and LeCavalier? Well, now we got Lofthouse, Sagan, and Nugent Hopkins as our 3 centers. And now, as our wingers, we have Stamkos, Dustin Brown, Connolly, who's an 87, Granlund, who's an 87, LaFontaine, whose offensive category is off the wazoo, Braden Shen, who's getting better, still has a BB, and he's 85 or above in every category. This may be the best team we've ever put out there. Defensively, you could say we're a little bit weak just because of Fensky, all right, but everywhere else, these guys have a place, have a purpose, penalty killers, power players, all right, and I want your guys' opinions for the power play. Shake it up, all right? Remember, LaFontaine, he could go on the power play. That's what I mean. I want to get these third liners points. So Nugent Hopkins, LaFontaine, Shen, they may belong on a power play, right? Maybe Dustin Brown and Granlund don't get power play time. I don't know. Shake it up, boys. All right. And now goaltender, we have Bernie Mac, a 90 overall goaltender. All right. So I mean, we haven't won 60 games yet, but with signing everyone long term, we only have a few players coming up long term in the next few years. But we have $6 million we can free up when we trade away Andrew Green. So the future of the Tampa Bay Lightning is looking very strong, boys. That's why we traded Patrick Kane, all right? That's why we traded Simmons and Joe Thornton. But now we've gotten players like Tyler Seguin, Nugent Hopkins that we've locked up for 7, 6 years, 8 years, all at very good salaries. So the future of the Tampa Bay and the present are looking very good. We may go on a 6 Stanley Cup in a row streak with the team that we've put out there, boys. It looks very exciting for the Tampa Bay Lightning. How many wins this year, boys? How many freaking wins? GM Superman has done. I have outdone myself, boys. I have outdone my freaking self. This team will be unstoppable. 70 wins, maybe? You never know.